Welcome to the Mystery Recaps. Today we are going to see about television show called Supernatural. Supernatural is a mystery, horror show which was started in 2005. In the beginning of episode 1 we see the Winchester family consisting of John Winchester, his wife Mary Winchester and their kids Dean and Sam Winchester living in Lawrence, Kansas. One night when everyone was sleeping, Sam starts cooing. Due to this, Mary wakes up from her sleep. She sees a man standing near Sam. She thinks that it is her husband. Mary sees a light flickering. She comes downstairs and saw that John was sleeping on the couch. She got panicked and quickly ran to Sam and screamed. Due to this, John woke up and rushes to Sam's room and saw Mary was bleeding and was stuck upside down on the ceiling. John quickly takes Sam and Dean and get out of the house. 22 years later we see Sam and his girlfriend Jessica going to Stanford University. One day Dean visits Sam asking for his help in finding their dad, who hasn't been home for a few days as he was on a hunting trip. At this moment we get to know that the Winchester family are hunters. They hunt for supernatural things like spirits, ghosts, vampires, shapeshifters, werewolves and many more. The brothers go in search of their dad. Meanwhile in Jericho, California, we see this man driving the car across the bridge. He finds a woman standing by the side of the road. He asks her whether she is lost and need a lift. The woman asks the man to take her to the house. When they reach the house, the man told her nobody lives in such a creepy house. He then noticed that the woman was not sitting next to him. He tries to go inside the house but got scared and quickly leaves from that house. On his way back he sees the same woman sitting in the back of his car. The woman in the white kills the man. Next morning we see the cops investigating the murder. Sam and Dean arrives there and they find out that something was going on. They impersonate themselves as FBI agents and find more details on the case. They also visit the man's girlfriend. While talking to her they got to know about the suicide of the woman. Sam and Dean tries to find more details about this woman in white. That's when they found that she was 24-year-old named Constance Welch. She had committed suicide by jumping off from the bridge and was drowned to death. They also found that her kids was also found dead in the bathtub. At that night, Sam and Dean arrives to the murder spot. They find the woman in white falling from the bridge. She tries to kill them, but luckily they escaped. The brothers use fake credit cards for their expenses. Surprisingly, they find out that their dad was also working on the same case and that he had almost solved the case. The police gets suspicious and arrests Dean while Sam manages to escape. The cop gave Dean his dad's journal. Dean found that his dad had left coordinates for them. Meanwhile, Sam makes a fake 911 call to distract cops from the police station so that Dean could escape. Dean called Sam and told that he escaped. While Sam was driving across the bridge, the woman in white appears again. And now she is in the back of the car. She tells Sam to take her home, but Sam refuses. The car drives itself to her house. She attacks Sam. She tries to kill him. Dean comes to rescue Sam. Sam got to know that she was not able to go inside the house, so he made a plan and drives the car inside the house. The woman tries to kill Sam and Dean. At that time her kids who were dead appeared. They took their mom and vanished. Sam and Dean got to know that she was responsible for her children's death and was guilty. That's why she wasn't able to come inside the house. Dean tells Sam about the coordinates which their dad had left for them. But Sam refuses to come, as he had law school interview the next day. Dean drops Sam to his house. When Sam comes in his room he finds that Jessica was stuck upside down to the ceiling of the room and was consumed by the fire exactly like the way it happened to his mom. Dean comes and rescues Sam. Sam decides to leave his normal life. They both get prepared to hunt the demon which caused this to their mom and Jessica.
We got work to do.
Do subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so that you get notified when we upload new videos.